Since the day I was born, it's always been Liv and Cody, or Cody and Liv as he was 7 months older than me. He was beautiful. He had an off-white coat all over with multicolored ears and disproportionate legs to his long torso. Oh, maybe I should have mentioned Cody is a dog. Cody, my childhood dog, wins the gold for being my most cherished childhood memory. When I was in elementary school, before my sister was born, and someone would ask me, "Hey, do you have any siblings?" I would respond with, "Yeah, I do, but he barks at me a lot." And that would be the end of that conversation. Cody would be included in every one of my colored family portraits, every survey, and in every show and tell. He would be on my mind every second of every day. I would wake up, go to school, and solely think about rushing onto bus number 42 at 3:15 to go see him waiting for me at the front door. I was very anxious as a child, and I was immensely dependent on him for my emotional and mental health. His ambience gave me a sense of comfort, when I felt anxious, which helped me throughout my childhood and into my teenage years greatly. As the years went on, we both grew up. I matured as he aged. I matured as his age increased and his health declined. Year after year and birthday after birthday, the years flew by fast. I remember March 23rd, 2017 so clearly. I woke up as if it was a normal morning, but the morning didn't feel right. There was a lingering sense of unclarity and discomfort lurking around my house, but I continued my daily morning routine, trying to ignore my conscience telling me otherwise. As I packed up my backpack and gathered my snacks for school, my parents told me that Cody was going to the vet today. I didn't ask for details on why he was going, but I automatically knew something didn't feel right. I got a feeling in my gut telling me something wasn't okay. Little did I know he didn't do well the previous night, or the night before that, and the night before that one. For a little background on Cody's health, Cody had a benign tumor located on his pituitary gland, which led the vets to diagnose him with Cushing's disease. As a kid, I had no clue what that was or what that meant. But as I look back on certain issues he had, it now makes a lot more sense to me. He was very lethargic, very frail and fragile, and overall just very confused. And I had no idea just how fast his health was declining. The sleepless nights with Cody made it impossible for anyone to feel empathetic into thinking, you know what, this night will be better. I've always blocked the idea out of my head that your pets don't live as long as you will. But for some reason, I could never fathom that when it came to Cody. I always believed that he was different. He just is different. Cody is a super dog. Whenever I would hear stories about pets passing away, I felt awful, but I would comfort myself with the fact that could never happen to Cody. As my mind tried to comprehend the news I got, something told me to give Cody a longer hug than normal before I left for school. I walked into my parents' room to see him laying next to the bed on the gray bath rug that he napped on, and I looked at him for a second. I set my backpack to the side and kneeled down to get on his level and look into his eyes. All of the memories we had together came rushing back. I remember everything from our first Halloween together to playing with this bright blue octopus in the dining room while my parents made lunch. I remember sitting as a family in my parents' bedroom while we sang, and Cody howled to Crush by David Archuleta. I remember when we would have family dinners and I would sneak my unwanted food under the table to feed him. I remember the very rare but special times he would come into my room and lay on my carpet next to my bed so that he would be the first thing I saw when I woke up. I cherish these moments, all of them, good and bad. As I was leaving the room, I looked at Cody one more time and I said, "I'll see you later, buddy." Little did I know that would be the last time I ever saw him. I got the call when I was sitting in my 7th grade English class. No one told me what happened, but I just knew. I knew he was gone. I got dismissed from school along with my sister, and we went into our now quiet and empty home. But as I arrived home, I didn't feel alone. I felt as if Cody's presence was trying to comfort me, to let me know that it's okay to be sad. I think about Cody every day. I think about how much of an impact he had on me when I grew up. As the years have gone by, I've grown up. Now we have 2 new additions to our family, Callie and Dakota, and they're the lights of my life. I learned that there isn't a specific time when to start grieving and when to stop. But in the end, others may never understand certain relationships and connections you may have with people, or in my case, a dog. It's funny to think about the things in life that comfort us and help us feel better. For me, Cody helped me through the hardships of my anxiety. Having something that can't talk back to you and will just give you unconditional love is what I needed most during my anxious times. We as people really don't deserve dogs. Their only job is to bring us happiness and joy into our lives, yet their lives are cut so much shorter and faster than ours. Having a dog has taught me so much about how impactful having so much love for something can have on you, and I am so grateful for the 13 years I got to spend with my beautiful, free-spirited Coton de Toulier named Cody Cohen.